And Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened. Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gamecocks offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He might want another play. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. They want to throw it. Makes the catch. It's McLaurin. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Finds a little space. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Makes the catch. At the 35, he's open. Oh, a lot of space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance when you think it's a run, it's a pass.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Kentucky's offense has its first opportunity of the day. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking downfield, it's Barrett. A strike downfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That had all the makings of it. Bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? That last completion sets him up on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilmore. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to set up the screen. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Second down, he'll throw it. Dances away to buy time. Grab near the sticks. It's Casey. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Got his man. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
The offense changing the play. Trying to get the edge on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Unloads it left. He's got an open man. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Oh, they're after him. Heaves it deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Rodriguez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking for a man. It's Barrett. Connection to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Good route running by the receiver on that corner route. Was really able to make a sharp break and then run toward the open hole in the defense.
Give to the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Kentucky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
Makes the catch. It's McLaurin. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands. It's McLaurin. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Coming out with it, it's Boston. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
Unloads to the right. It's caught. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's a heat. Looking for a big gain. Touchdown, Kentucky! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's McLaurin. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Out of the gun. The inside handoff to the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Going downfield for the big play. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He'll take it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close at line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Barrett. Caught over the middle, it's Gilmore. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
One of the things that really impresses me about this receiving group is their physical receivers. They can break tackles. They don't just go down as soon as someone gets close to them. These guys are always fighting for extra yards.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gilmore. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Now on the counter. Plows through the defense. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Slams ahead. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Dropping back, it's Barrett. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch down the right side.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play.
Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Barrett. Steps away to find some room. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. With the catch, it's McLaurin. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And the Wild and short. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The RPO fired complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Gilmore. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They just keep firing. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. A 1st down run in the red zone. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front to fit.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
He'll pull it down and run. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He wants to change this route. Under fire! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these 4th quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to
looking for the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're dealing with a second and long. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This one is about finding the balance between being aggressive and not being reckless, Jesse.
The only way this thing works, though, if they're going to be aggressive, this offensive line has got to be able to hold up here for this QB.
Yeah.
Oh, he found a space on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Buying some time. Took a shot as he threw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. From right in the center of the field, straight on to win the game. Absolutely perfect. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds. Took the lead with that late clutch field goal, and now to see if they can get a stop and keep them from tying the game in the closing seconds. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Barrett. Under fire. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go